We are live.
Woo!
We're live.
Hey.
Yeah. Oh, I picked the card accidentally. Yeah.
All right, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the PSVR Off-Centered Podcast. To my right, we have Mr. Dirty, who's throwing some sort of card.
Hello, people.
Oh,
Hello, children.
Hello, children. Further to our right, we have Mr. Ben.
Hey, how you doing?
There's a Rascal Flatts vest there. Look at that.
Yeah. No, leave the table alone.
That's gonna be forever.
Who's got a
the opening joke.
Yeah, leave the table alone.
Well, because you try to grab something from the table, but you accidentally grab the table, you know?
I do that in real life, so I just have really terrible depth perception. Okay, right in front of me, we have Mr. Martin.
Hello.
And to our left, we have the incredible legend, Mr. John Riggs.
I don't know about that, but new feature added to this game, you can have him talk to the hand. Have you seen that?
No.
You can talk to the hand,
Am
and
I talking?
It'll mute him.
Oh, very nice. Martin, this is going to be the rest of the game, or the rest of this. Joking.
Really?
All right. If you do it just right, the box will appear around it. As
yeah.
Are you sure? Like the thumbs up.
You gotta face it or do it at their face.
So Ben has disappeared.
Right here.
Oh, he's not showing up on mine for some reason. He looks like a ghost. Did he mute me?
He just blocked. Yeah, he blocked you.
He muted you.
He blocked me.
You.
by doing the don't talk to the hand thing.
Oh, well, tell
Can you
him.
reverse it by doing it again? Try doing it again. See if it reverses it. Then you just go to his profile then.
This is Rec Room, by the way.
Technical difficulties.
Oh, there he is. He's back.
All right.
All right,
Oh,
good.
now John is gone.
I figured it out. Everything's good. That was weird. You go to people and then click on Zebular and then hit unblock.
Yay!
Yay! You're back. The Lazarus Project. There we go.
That's right. All right. For tonight's show,
Escape.
we will be discussing the PSVR YouTubers that we follow, some dream games that we'd like to see on the
Where is
PSVR.
just the turn this off? Press the button to. How do I remove this now?
Just why don't you turn around? Just turn your body. It should just.
It's usually part of my watch, and now it's just floating forever.
This might be the worst malfunctions we've had during a show ever. Possibly ever.
It all started with, hey, you can do talk to the hand.
Yeah, and then
now
it went all downhill from there.
God,
No, it started about when we said, "Hey, let's do a podcast."
Yeah.
that sounds about right.
Oh, God.
Leave the table alone.
If I move out of the way, it'll. There we go. Okay.
And also, we'll be talking about
On with the show,
PS5
guys.
integration with the PSVR. Is it happening? And
Yes.
games we're playing. I'm sure we've all been playing some games, so we can chit chat about some games we've been playing. Actually, why don't we start off with what we've been playing, guys?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
So me, if you follow the channel, you'll know that I've been playing quite a bit of the Just in Time Incorporated, and it is amazing.
It looks that looks fun.
Yeah,
All right,
I
tell
know
us about it.
John did a video on it. He did a small review on it, and it looks like you had as much fun with it as I did.
Oh, it's fantastic. I mean, it's like I went through all the levels. There's like, 16, 18 levels total?
Yeah, I'm not totally done with it. I got to the last room or whatever. I did about half the stuff in the last room.
Yeah. But the fun part is there is no one way to beat any level. You
No,
can keep
yeah.
on going back through and finding other ways to get through it and all that. And the parodies that are in there, too, I don't know how much we want to spoil on it, but there's
Right.
some parody worlds and parody levels where you're like, this is from a movie, you know.
The one that really got me was the clown and the car getting ready to drive over the old man.
Right. With the gunman in the back of the truck.
Right.
Gun down grandma.
It's apparently a couple of people that really hate old people. That's all I can guess.
Well, those
Yeah.
are some crazy spoilers. Martin and Dirty.
No,
and I
there's
are like,
there's a lot more to the game than just all that, but
Oh yeah, and then
No,
Avengers spoilers. No,
no.
I'm joking.
It's good. I saw that a couple days ago. It's real good.
Batman dies. Sorry.
Yeah, Batman, Batman and the Joker. They die together. Okay, so Kurt, what have you been playing? I know we played a game together.
Yeah, been playing a little bit of Arizona Sunshine.
Yeah.
Which
good.
is pretty fantastic. It's not the Think a Man shooter or anything like that. But
No,
for what it is,
no.
it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, the walking is just
Not necessarily the walking when you're playing by yourself. When you watch other people walk. It's
Yes, they're
weird.
like-
they're like on their tiptoes,
Yeah.
leaning forward.
it looks terrible. The gameplay is
looks like,
great though. Yeah.
It reminded me of the movements the body's made of QWOP, the keyboard game.
Okay.
Oh
I know
yeah.
what you're
Okay.
talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, where you have to get the guy to run and you move each calf. And you,
Yeah.
Nice.
It's pretty comical.
I had fun with it. What did you prefer, the aim controller or the two move sticks on that?
I think it's fun with the aim controller, looking down the sights and everything. That's really really cool. But I think it feels better having two guns
Right.
and being
Yeah.
able to go.
That's how I am with it too, because you can put like guns on the side of your character
Yeah.
and stuff. So it's more intuitive, I
Basically-
think.
Basically, when you play the game, if you play with the move controller, you just have rifles the whole. If
Yeah.
you play with
Yeah.
two-handed, then you just have handguns. Or a machine, you get machine guns too.
Right. Yep.
So what's better? What's better to play? Because I just got mine. Mine arrived. So what would you recommend?
They're both fun. I think it's more intuitive when you're playing with two hands. When you're playing with the move controller, it is cool looking through the sights.
I would
and
say
sniping people.
the horde mode is actually more fun with the aim controller because you get nothing but rifles. So like,
Yeah.
you're aiming down the sights and it gets pretty crazy pretty quick.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
How many people can play at one time? Could we all play?
Is it 4? I want to say it's 4.
Co-op, I think, or horde mode co-op is a
4, I believe.
story co-op.
We
Story
totally
co-ops
got to
too,
test
though.
that out.
Oh my!
Yeah.
I'm down with that.
Yeah.
I gotta buy one now.
Yeah. I think it would be a lot of fun.
Also, I've been playing Wipeout.
Yeah.
and-
Yeah.
Man, is that just
I
It's
think
so
that
good.
finally sets the bar of what the graphics can look like inside a PSVR.
yeah? I
Um,
agree.
I mean, granted, it doesn't have to do a lot in the background and stuff, so I'm sure that's why it does look better. But I mean, everything's it seems like you're actually going fast, which is very cool.
The sense of speed you get.
Right.
I mean, it feels like everything you would think a Wipeout game would felt like
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Right.
all these years. The only
Yeah, the
my main gripe.
frames per second are impressive. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. My only gripe is the music is just not as good as pre.
Yeah.
There's points where
Can't you pick the music from all the previous games?
I mean, I think you can listen to your own tracks. Maybe that's in there and I just didn't see it.
Yeah, because you can listen to the music from like all the games. from what
Really?
I understand. I think that was in
Really?
the settings.
Oh,
You can pick
Oh.
the music from each
I'll have to
game.
check it out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't know that
'cause
either.
That's what I want. I want stuff in the first game that.
Yeah, you were set. Well, first game like
Fat Boy Slim.
PS1, I don't think so,
Mhm.
but like of the games that it's
Oh.
the Omega collection from, those 5 different games, you can pick from those like 3 or 5 different games.
Okay,
All the music.
Mhm.
I'll have to look into that because I know some of the other ones did have junky.
So Ben, what have you been playing, bud?
All right, well, I played 3 different games. I'm holding up 3 fingers.
I can see that.
Clearly. Our
Read
mitten
between
hands.
the lines. No.
Where the
Your mitten hands.
Let's
yeah.
see.
Yeah.
So let's. So first one, yes, I played Wipeout. Very good. Nothing really to add besides what Mr. Dirty Laundry already had
Dirty
to say.
Laundry.
Now, how do you track when you play Wipeout? Do you follow pilot? Do you follow car?
I did the most gentle setting, so that was what is
inside the
default to?
cockpit. That's how I play.
I think it's inside the
Yes.
cockpit, and then you follow track. You're the
follow track.
gentlest.
Yeah,
But I even
follow
did
track.
like I even did, so I was playing it, and unfortunately, like, I was messing with all of the settings. I, like, did it for, like, 15 seconds, switched something, just because I went through everything. And by the end of it, I got a little sick. So then I did the uh, biggest cockpit mode, where it, like, puts more of a shell around you to limit your field of view. You could still see, but...
Right, yeah.
And that was really nice.
I do that one.
I like
You do
that
that
too
one,
because
too?
it's organic. It's not.
Well,
just-
it looks like you're
not
sitting
putting
inside
that
the
blur.
cockpit.
Yeah, but
Right.
it's I mean it's providing the same effect as in Skyrim when they blur the corners of your screen, turning
Oh,
and
is
stuff
that
like
what they
that.
do?
It's that. Yeah.
But you can turn that off, thankfully, which is cool on Skyrim.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, Wipeout Omega Collection.
Is
it
Martin
was currently...
Is Martin sleeping?
No, he's chilling.
It looks like his eyes are scrunched together.
You do realize the face
The
doesn't
eyes on the
represent.
face don't represent.
I know. I'm just confused. Does everybody else see him with a sour face right now?
A little bit,
No.
yeah.
He's smiling to
That's
me.
a normal face.
Really? Oh, okay. He looks real sour from mine. You'll have to check the feed. All right. Anyway,
All right, Jake. Way to make him feel real awkward and self-conscious. Next game I played was, let's see. Okay, this is one I don't know if anybody else has played. Time Carnage. It's the one that has a wrap.
I haven't. I've got it. Haven't taken the time yet.
Anybody else? Anybody else?
Just got it today from my buddy from Gumball Gaming, who is another PSVR YouTube person.
nice.
Cool.
One of those situations where he accidentally ordered 2 of them, and I was like, I'll take the extra one. And he was like, hey, well, if you ever get a second copy of Pixel Gear from Limited Run Games, I was like, I am getting an extra one. So we just did the old straight across trade. So I'm looking forward to playing that, though.
Speaking of
Nice,
Time
yeah.
Carnage, I have Kurtz. And
And
Martin, what do I have of
Pixel Gear,
yours?
I have Martin.
Human fall flat for Martin. And then,
And then you've got my Pixel Gear.
yeah. I like all these inside trades we got going on.
Yeah. It'd be cool if we could actually just hand them over, like, virtually. Wouldn't that be cool? Digital
here you
game,
go.
just like, boom.
But yeah, let's say here's your digital game.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, Time Carnage. There's no spoilers to be had because it's basically like a wave-based...
Whoa! Spoilers!
It's
You're shooting dinosaurs, right?
Whoa!
Well, that's
Whoa!
that's one of them. There's zombies, there's dinosaurs, there's like pirates, there's aliens. It's a wave-based shooter, and I haven't really liked these before because I don't like turning your head and all of a sudden it's like it's in your face and it scares the crap out of you. So I don't do it's just a personal bubble space. But what's cool is
He also does pie eating contests.
Yes.
so like about as far away as my hand is from my head or something, there's a shield that blocks up. So when something comes and attacks you, you'll see the shield kind of go red, so you know someone's attacking you. But when you turn to the right, the thing is probably like 4 feet away from you. So it's still attacking you, but it doesn't give you that crap or that like really like fidgety freak out mode. You still
Gotcha.
The jump scare.
yeah, the jump scare part, which I was happy to avoid. But I think it's really fun. The level progression is a ton of fun. It's hard to describe. It's very generic. I don't think it would stream well. Part of me wanted to stream it on our YouTube, but then I was thinking, oh man, it's gonna not.
By
be
all
great.
means, everyone make use of that. I mean,
May as
it's
well.
just more stuff happening, really.
Okay. I mean, I could do a couple ways things.
Yeah, I mean, the last couple times I streamed, I had some visitors in there. I mean, I totally didn't announce
Nice.
it and just people jumped in. So, yeah.
Awesome. Okay, I'll do that. And then for my third game I played was American Dream. That's also import, British only. That is a shooter with a kind of 1950s vibe and American gun culture vibe. Like, baby rattles will be guns and this kind of thing. It's very good. I will say I like Time Carnage better, but the production value of American Dream is very good.
Really?
It's a little glitchy. Like at one part you're like playing catch with your dad in the backyard and you're catching footballs. Or no, you're shooting them. He throws them and you shoot them.
Right. Perfect. You shoot everything.
Yeah, you basically shoot everything.
I
It's
saw the
it's-
flipping the burgers.
Yeah. So it's I highly recommend it. It's a very quirky title. Everyone should get it. I just only got so far, but they had some sniper levels. It's very linear to say the least. Like you basically it'll just move the couch, then say, oh, it'll start this kind of shooting gallery. Then it'll
Gotcha. Okay.
Right.
But yeah, a little heavy-handed with the humor, but overall definitely worth purchase price, which is, 20 something bucks for a physical copy.
Yeah, I think I paid like 20, 25, something like that.
They have it available digitally if you want to
Mm-hmm.
download it in a U.S. store, but
What is it? I think it's 20 on the U.S. store. Is that right?
something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. And I bought mine. I mean, I did the easy way of just buying mine through eBay. There's at least a couple of people who just buy a bunch of imports and then sell them for like a $5 markup.
Right.
So I was like, well, I'm going to pay about that for shipping anyway, so
Right.
Yep.
I don't mind.
Does anyone find it ironic that called the American Dream
Yes.
is
Right.
released in America?
Yes, very.
Well, Perpetual Games is talking about releasing a bunch of stuff here. I mean, so far I think we only got like 2 or 3 of their titles here in the States.
What are there, 2 or 3?
One's a horror game. Which one is it of the two? Don't Knock
Knock
Twice.
Twice. They lie.
Yeah.
Don't Knock Twice.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Don't knock twice.
Yeah.
Oh, and
And
that
I
one's
think
not
there's
selling
another one
too
too.
well. I think Don't Knock Twice, I mean, they made it, 40 or 50?
Oh, dollars? Yeah.
40. Yeah, 40 when it first came out. I mean, I think I saw it for 20 somewhere the other day, like Best Buy or something.
Yeah, there was
So-
a deal on it. I remember that.
And there was no like release or anything. It was just they just kind of slid it in there. It's like, oh, by the way, this is available now.
Right.
Yep.
Which
Like
that's
physical, anyway.
that's a pretty good game. I mean, as far as like horror stuff goes. Oh, Kurt's falling asleep.
Nope.
Slipping off the couch.
Mr. Martin.
Martin, what are you playing?
Oh, you're all done. VR wise, all I've been playing it.
Hey, Martin. Can I do one request from you?
What?
You want to take a seat right here, sir?
Oh, there's
Yeah, it's
the volume's
quiet.
too far away.
There you go.
Hi.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay, perfect.
Better.
Yep, much better.
I'll come closer.
All I've been playing is
Hello.
Wipeout.
That's all you need to play, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's a good game, really.
It looks like John Riggs and his son.
Oh,
Pet him. I love it.
we're twinsies.
Yeah. Dad, stop it. Okay, sorry.
Wait a minute. Never mind. Let's not indulge in that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Is that all you got there, Martin?
VR wise, I made the mistake of installing
Installing what?
Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Oh, right. Okay. Did you order Arizona Sunshine?
Not yet.
Martin, the man of few words.
Is there a problem with my mic? Because
Yeah.
Yeah, it is kind of cutting
Yeah.
out.
if you go up in the settings and turn it up.
I'm wondering if you maybe talk a little bit louder. I'm wondering if it's muting.
hello.
There you go.
Keep going.
That sound better?
I don't think it's a matter. I don't even think it's a matter of we can't hear you like for volume wise. I think it's just we just cut out sometimes. I don't know if it's an internet thing or what it is.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Are you using the mic on the headset, or are you using the mic on Jake's blowing me kidding? Or are you using a mic on the on your headphones?
I think the headphones.
That might be it. You might want to move to headset.
All right.
Yeah.
That always looks
I didn't mean
hilarious.
now. I don't mean now, but
All right,
All right,
Normally for
John.
now.
John. I think we know what you've been playing, but go ahead, sir.
I've been playing a lot recently,
Yes.
especially in the last month that we haven't done this. I've been playing Just in Time,
Yep.
which is absolutely awesome. Digital only, however, it's one of the like Moss worth the digital download.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
How much
just to
is
check
it?
it out. I think it's going for 20. I think
I'll get it.
Something like
I
that.
think that's what I
Maybe
saw
it's
it on the
15.
store
it's either 15 or 20. I'll have to look it back up. But it's completely. I mean, it's like a cross between Super Hot and Job Simulator with a touch of like Minecraft.
Right.
At least the characters look like Minecraft, but I like just every level. There's like not many levels, but of those that they do have, each one of them is unique in its own way. Like the one where there's like you mentioned, there's the guy, save the old man. from being hit by a truck, and that one actually took me a little bit to figure out how to
Right.
actually do it, because I started
the
pulling his
balloon
clothes off, and
the balloon did not want to stick on them at first, and I was like, oh, okay, well now I don't know.
it's probably not that. But I was like, after thinking about it, it's like it has to be the balloons, or else they wouldn't have balloons.
Right.
You know?
Oh, that's something else to note.
Yeah, the
you'll
balloons,
you'll tear
right?
the clothes off some people, and it'll be like guys running around like a bra and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's always awesome.
Yeah.
And it's cool because they included. Did you see the credits scene yet?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was cool.
Okay, so after you get past the first couple of levels, you can go straight to the credits, which also have the two creators of the game just standing there, and you can grab knives and kill them.
Yeah, that's my favorite. And they're like, and here's a bunch of weapons for no reason whatsoever.
But it shows you dev levels, where it's like, hey, while we were building the game, here's some levels that we made just to test the game out. So you can actually play those.
That's cool.
Play those development levels, like the eight murderous grandpas all chasing after grandma.
It's like
so you have to go to each one.
8 grandpas like running after her with a knife, and you have to disarm them, and stuff. Yeah.
But the whole game moves in slow motion. That's the point of the game, is just in time incorporated. You work for a corporation where someone's about to die, and since they're a policy holder, it's your job to protect them and make sure that they don't die.
Clown Bob might be the funniest one though.
That made me sad. The first 2 seconds of the level, I was like, "Oh, this is going to be easy." And the first thing he does is whoop.
Well, since
spoil it.
I was going to say it's not really a spoiler, but check it out. So you have the policy. You have the policy in your hand, and Bob the Clown is jumping to his death from a building.
I was just sitting here, and all of a sudden I feel the buzz, and I look down, and
He's slapping your hand. But yeah, so you have to race down the fire escape to get him to sign the policy before he splatters to the ground.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And on top of that, I downloaded some more digital games just to beef up my PSVR digital collection. So I downloaded that Gnog, I guess, Gnog. Yeah, because I played the demo and I liked the demo. And I was like, well, it's super cheap, so I grabbed that.
Wait. Yeah. Is that the one made by I can't think of the name.
Yes.
Happy Double Fine.
Oh, it is.
Psychonauts guys.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
perfect.
It's Psychonauts guys. Double Fine.
High production value. It seems.
Yeah, it's just fun. And
I'll check it out. I haven't even checked it out yet. So
you said there's a demo of it.
There's a demo on. I think it's either the PlayStation. I think it's the PlayStation 1 demo disc. I mean the PSVR demo disc 1. It has like one of the levels in it.
Came with your PSVR. Yep.
Yeah.
Really?
I grabbed. Thanks to Ben's recommendation, I did grab that Megaton, whatever that is.
Rainfall.
Yeah, Megaton Rainfall.
Megaton Rainfall.
Great. Have you played it yet?
Yeah, I have. It's a great game to play. It shows you like what a Superman game could be.
Right.
If they made a Superman VR game, because you fly super fast.
It's like Journey to Silius, but not.
Were there rings that you would have to fly through?
No rings. No rings at all. What else did I grab recently? Oh, I downloaded a floor plan. I grabbed floor plan. That one came out semi-recently.
That looks pretty good.
It's not bad. It's like Job Simulator. I haven't beaten it yet, but it's just you're in an elevator and you're stuck in an elevator, but each level is a different puzzle that you have to you go up here and you grab something, go down to level 3, so you can grab something else, which unlocks something else. You say, I can use that for this level up here. And that's pretty fun. And there was a fourth that I grabbed.
Jake, calm yourself.
I can answer.
Looks like it.
I know you played Resident Evil. I know you gave that a shot, didn't you?
Yeah, I finally played Resident Evil for the first time.
Ooh, you're more of a man than me.
It's cool.
Oh, you gotta try it, Ben. It's
not.
so
No,
if you can see that stream, the stream's going to be me in the corner going like this.
No, I won't be able to get away from it. It's still going to be in the front of your face.
No, the jump scares didn't bother me. Like, I'm not super jump scare-tastic. Like, the one from The Impatient was the only game that ever did that. But the jump scares
yeah, and I know exactly which one you're talking about.
The one.
Yeah.
The jump scares in Rush of Blood, if you can play Rush of Blood, then Resident Evil 7 is no problem.
Yeah. It's honestly, the only thing that's scary about it is, honestly, it's the ambience.
Yeah, for sure.
Walking around the creaky old house and
Right.
Yeah, but that's what gets me. Like, I can't watch that movie sleeping with because it's like
the
the scare that's going to happen.
paranormal activity for the PSVR is the same way, where it's like you're expecting something to happen all the time, and then when it does, you're like, oh, that was it? Really? Okay, whatever. You know, it's like after a while, it's like, move aside.
The tension is pretty good in that for sure.
That one's supposed to be random too. Like a lot of the events that happen are randomized.
Yeah, which is cool.
Which is even cooler, yeah.
So, and other than that, just playing the back catalog. Like along with Ben, I played American Dream, and he's right. It's like you're literally in almost like a haunted mansion style like cart. Like it's almost like a roller coaster cart where it's like, you know, it's the future of tomorrow, and you just grab your guns and
where's the confetti? Yeah.
Did anybody try Rick and Morty yet?
I have not. I've got it. I haven't tried it yet.
I tried it. I don't know much about the cartoon. I've never sat down and really watched a cartoon. I've seen it bits and pieces.
Well, it's Back to the Future, the cartoon.
Oh yeah, no, I get the premise, and I've seen enough that I understand what it is. I don't know the inside jokes.
Right.
But the game was okay. I mean, at least what I played of it. I got a half hour in.
Oh, okay.
That was fun.
So you're about halfway done then.
Did it remind you a lot of Job Simulator?
Yeah, kind of. Get this to open this to help you do that. It's just a chain of different chains of puzzles.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
But not knowing a lot of the inside jokes, I think I'm not sure I can.
Someone asked, is that written by the creators?
I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Very cool.
I mean, I think everything.
And I was going to say, and voiced the same way. One of the gimmicks behind Rick and Morty, the cartoon, is it's very loosey-goosey on the script. Like, most of it is just bullet point, and they just start recording in a studio, and then they animate around it.
Right.
And there's lots of stuttering and...
Yeah, there's stuttering and belching, and then there is some swearing in it, so you're going to hear, you know, F-bombs dropped every once in a while, and, yeah. So, I mean, I like the show.
I was going to say, I don't watch the show enough.
Yeah, it's censored. Yes.
Okay. I was gonna say I think I've only watched like the first two or something. I need to catch up on it.
You buy the game because you like the cartoon,
right?
It's fun. It's I'd wait till it's used. It'll be used here sooner than later because I don't know how much replay value in it. I mean, I went through the entire game and I got like 3% of the trophies.
We're losing Martin.
Come back to us.
Get back, buddy.
Back.
Perfect.
So you know what this makes me think while we're getting through this segment? This is me thinking off the cuff, but I was thinking, you know how you guys are like, I need to play Resident Evil. We have, I don't know about everybody, but I have such a backlog of these games to play. Sometimes I'm like, I don't know which game I'm going to play. I'd almost kind of wish someone like assigned it like a book report. Like all of a sudden, like, all right, Zebulon, you definitely need to play Paranormal Activity or something.
Right. Gotcha.
Because I got so many games.
Say it.
So like Oprah's book club, kind of.
Come on.
What?
Video game book club. I know you want to say it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think. Well, that's kind of the idea, but this is a change because it would be like everybody's different. Like Martin, we all kind of decide. Martin says which games he has that he hasn't played yet, and we're like, okay, Martin, for sure, you're gonna have to play.
Don't have that long of enough time.
Yeah.
Skyrim or that kind of thing. But I don't know.
Right.
Just a thought.
And that way next week.
That's not a bad idea. It's a steady stream of new things to talk about. Everybody.
Yeah. And we're all talking about the same thing.
Yep.
Yeah. And then I think everybody would probably still be playing the games that pop out, but the randomized stuff that some people have that most don't, maybe.
I still need to finish Moss, and I loved everything.
Oh my God! Sit down and finish that Moss.
Yeah.
I haven't finished Moss either, to be honest with you.
Oh, good God, people!
That makes Martin chime in.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny
Just
though.
beat that game.
All 5 of us love it, but I will say the majority of us haven't because I haven't beaten it. John hasn't beaten it. Hasn't.
I blame Far Cry 5 for that, by the way.
Yes,
Far Cry 5 is pretty much destroying my life. Although it did not destroy my life on Sunday. On Sunday, Ghostbusters the video game destroyed my life. Literally from 6:30 in the morning till 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Had you not played it before?
I didn't like it when it came out. For some reason, there was something about it that I didn't like. There were so many different guns, and I was just getting confused on what I had to do, and it was a rental, so I was being rushed. But my son and I sat down on 6:30 Sunday morning, and we ended up start to finish played the whole damn game.
I was gonna say this is definitely off subject with that, but if you get a chance, also get the Wii version because that's
I already ordered it.
I was gonna say the Wii version is actually a solid port because you get to use the Wiimote for the gun and stuff.
It's the exact same story, but just different animation. And,
different animation. Then you get to use the Wiimote for the gun.
So you
and
guys
stuff,
are talking because Ghostbusters made a VR game. Did you guys know this? It's in PSN.
There's like a 2-part. It's 2 parts right now. I think it's
there's also a second part.
There's a new Ghostbusters game that was based off the movie The Girls.
Apparently it was awful. Sanctum of Slime or something like that. Yeah.
No, that was more of a. Wasn't that more of a? I guess it was loosely based on them, but there was Guy Ghostbusters. You could, I think.
Yeah.
It's like
so you're talking about the Ghostbusters from 2009 or whatever.
Yeah, I'm talking about basically Ghostbusters 3.
Oh,
sorry,
yeah.
I should have.
No, that's a great game. I played through it and beat it years and years ago. It's a great game.
Yep.
For some reason, when it came out, there was something about it I didn't dig, and
what?
And I got.
How did I end up with
back
this?
into it.
That was
and
supposed to be a spaceship. I'm not very good at drawing.
Sorry, I sidetracked.
It's a beautiful spaceship.
No, now it's a slug.
Far Cry 5 is pretty ridiculous.
Jake and I did a video on the podcast stream.
I was watching it. Watched you guys.
Did you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was a hell of a lot of fun. The Far Cry 5
again.
Yeah, for sure. The whole like stupid stuff you can do, like we're both connected to the helicopter, like flying around and stuff. It was pointless, but it's great. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so moving.
I remember the 2 other games that I played.
Oh yeah,
I've been playing a bunch recently.
2 more. Okay, go for it.
Oh, you're right.
Sorry,
and I'll make these super quick. I also downloaded, thanks to the demo, I downloaded Static, where your hands are in the box and you have to unlock the box. So I played through that.
That's
cool. Whatever. Yep.
Did you beat it?
And I did. I like games like that. I like puzzle games like that, and it was cool to figure it out. And then I also played that new Dead Secret.
Ah, yeah.
Came out.
Yeah, I played that for
that?
the Gear VR, which is excellent. Yeah.
Right.
And I was telling you guys about this too. There's another game coming out called Affected, which was on Gear VR, and it's really good too. If you
good.
What is the one you're talking about, John?
Dead Secret. It's kind of like a point and click mystery adventure, but you're in a house and a murder happened in this house and you're there to solve the crime because you're a small town news reporter and you want to get out of town. Yeah. But it turns into one of those. Of course, you're trying to solve the crime. You're learning more about the story. There's some creeper trying to chase.
I was gonna say it gets a little creepy. There's some hiding segments.
The villain in the game is wearing one of those like Japanese female masks. Which is like, kind of emotionless. So when they're kind of creeping after you, but it wasn't very scary. Like it's the perfect, and I mentioned this in the video I made. It's the perfect scary game to play if you're too scared to play scary games.
So Ben, it'd be perfect.
Like to the point where even my daughters hate jump scares. They hate anything like to them. Ghostbusters is still too scary. They finally watched Beetlejuice the other day for the first time.
Oh, that's great.
And there's a couple scenes where my younger daughter was like, "Oh, that's too scary." But this one, when they first see it, they're like, "Oh, it's creepy," and then after a while, they're just like, "Ha ha! Look at that person! The way they walk, it's hilarious."
Right.
So
Look into that.
It's cool. I mean, there's several endings, and it's easy to get all the endings along the way. But I do love the fact, and then we'll move on to the next subject, that once you go in there, and as soon as you see the scary thing happen, you can literally, unlike Resident Evil, you can turn around and leave through the front door, and it's game over. And you're like, this too much.
I never knew that. That's funny.
It's the worst ending of the game. It's the absolute worst ending. But as soon as you see the scary thing happen, you can leave, and the dialogue even says something like, "Well, this is over my head. I am be part of this."
Yeah. It's all like inner dialogue too. Yeah.
Something I was getting totally. From the chat, someone said they like human Rayman.
Yeah, I saw that. I got that on my chat too.
Okay, so next up, PSVR YouTubers that we follow. So I'll start it off. PSVR Frank. If you don't follow and watch PSVR Frank, do that. He's excellent. I was gonna say I would say he is the primary reason that I got my PSVR. He's the first channel I started watching and stuff like that.
Oh.
And
I will say, yeah.
he's even retweeted us. He's retweeted us.
Yay! We love you, PSVR, Frank.
Yeah.
Thanks, Frank.
When I was streaming the other night, somebody jumped in there and they said that's how they found out about us. So I thought that was really cool. Yeah.
Nice.
And then also for sure PSVR without parole. Very cool guys. Very cool guys. It kind of reminds me how when we play games and stuff like that, like multiplayer and stuff. But then they got like a show, like a chat too.
Right.
But on top of that, I don't know if you guys watched it yet. Their video came out today. It was them. I guess they got a early copy of Killing Floor, and it looks amazing. It comes out tomorrow, depending on when you're watching this, Tuesday. So
Tonight.
Yeah. It looked really cool.
Hours.
Yeah, it looked. I want to play it for sure. For sure.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be like at least a good 4-hour game or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think it's another one of those. I didn't watch the entire stream, but I think it's another one of those where you kind of have like a single player campaign sort of thing, and then you can also do how Killing Floor is, like a horde mode.
Yeah. So the single player was just pigeonholed.
Mm-hmm. How about you, Kurt?
No, I like
go
I
ahead.
like PSVR Parole. I love PSVR without Parole's reviews because they're like 3 or 4 minutes long. It's just like, straight to the point. It's not going to be a long drawn out, which is fine for most, but I have short attention span. So they're like, hey, here's this game, it's coming out, and here's what it's about, and here's what we think.
That's how I am. I want to see some gameplay, various parts of the gameplay, and just a quick run through. Yeah, I mean, is more than enough for me.
Yep.
Curtis?
So, I mean, I'd have to second Frank. I really don't have a lot of time, fortunately, to be watching.
Ben's putting his head on your shoulder, by the way.
Oh, put your head on my shoulder.
Feels like camp when we're all getting together. Let's do a trust fall.
Sing Kumbaya and do trust falls.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry,
So,
go ahead. This is not good. Me getting off topic. Go ahead.
I love Frank, even though
Frank show.
I'm not big on characters. His character is mild enough that it's not abrasive.
Right.
to me.
Right.
And he's always got great info. You get a video every day, if not two, and they're always informative. Gives me everything I need to know with what's going on for the updates of the last day or two. And then
he's really starting to blow up too. Like when I first started watching him, I think he only had a couple thousand followers.
I think
subs.
I was pretty early to the show too, and I think Sony brought him to PAX.
Oh really? That's cool.
I may be wrong on that, but
I don't doubt it. He's clean. He doesn't cuss. Yeah.
But he's got great content. I've seen the Off-Centered guys as well. But I don't follow them.
Wait,
jury's out.
No, you're talking about us.
I don't exactly. I don't follow us. Sorry, I meant I've seen the Off-Centered guys before.
You mean without parole?
Without parole. Thank you.
Yeah. Yep. I knew that's what he was searching for.
That's
I
what
wasn't. I thought he was like doing a long-running joke.
Who says I'm not? It's still going.
I've seen this before. I wouldn't follow us either.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Cool.
Ben?
Okay.
Yep.
I don't have much. Yeah. Yes, I agree. PSVR Frank, enjoy him. I kind of like him when I think he works at a restaurant. Like sometimes I think
It looks like an Italian restaurant or something.
Yeah,
his family owns a restaurant. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Okay.
He creates a lot of content. I will say he does the. He also does some Oculus, and won't talk much about. We don't talk at all really about PSVR because that's what we have. But I always kind of wonder. He started out on PSVR, does all the other virtual reality stuff. If he just wanted to like VR Frank or something like that, even though obviously PSVR is where he started, I just kind of think to myself like,
he's-
I think there's enough.
Didn't he start another channel?
Vibe and stuff.
I think so.
I think he's got a Let's Play channel.
I think he has like Vive Frank too, or Oculus Frank or something else.
Oh, does he?
Okay.
I know he said in a stream before that he actually prefers the PSVR, I guess, for accessibility and
Community.
stuff. Yeah,
I think he said the community and I think for him too, it's enough that he's early into the party that he's far enough up on the chain of command at this point.
Right.
PSVR.
Right.
Yeah, he'll just get
got
lost
in
in
a
a
good
sea
time.
of people on,
So someone else, besides that, there's something called mixed reality TV. That being said, they don't do PSVR exclusive. They do
Doo-doo.
He said doo-doo.
It's a guy.
Hey,
I just
Martin's awake.
Anyway, it's a guy. He's like more middle-aged. You can tell he knows PC stuff. He does pretty honest reviews of all the games, but he also does like troubleshooting tutorials. So they're a lot longer of video reviews. So he's kind of it kind of reminds me of old school you know how YouTube now, it's all about like the thumbnail. It's all about like the intro and the content and keeping everything to exactly like 7 minutes something. His videos are as long as they need to be, but they're not overblown. I think they're great for someone to have if PSVR videos and you want kind of content that's not full of like superfluous weird stuff.
Right.
But again, it's not just exclusive to PSVR, but I like him anyway. Mixed reality TV.
The thing to watch out for, Vive and Oculus though, we're seeing a lot of their games come over to us. And it really only makes sense to get like a dumbed down version because I mean the dev stuff is already there. I mean it's essentially just porting it over at that point. So I would think that's easier to do than, create a whole new game and stuff. So we're starting to see quite a bit of that, it seems like, which is fine.
I think we'll see more and more because the adoption rate.
Oh yeah, at the price point by now, I'm sure there's. I mean, I've been looking for numbers of sold units, but I've not been able to find any solid numbers since like Christmas, and it's like at 2 million at Christmas, and I'm sure since all the sales and stuff.
I thought they announced that they like worldwide or whatever that they got to 3, but maybe I heard that wrong.
I don't know. 3. All I know is people I work with, which aren't like huge gamers, are kind of like, oh, that's cheap enough. I already got a PS4. It's like that's exactly how people are going to get into it. Yep.
Well, there's people I work with that don't even play games that come in and be like, oh yeah, my son showed me this VR thing. I'm like, oh, the PlayStation VR? Yeah, and then they're telling me all this stuff. It's just like, it's spreading. People are starting to understand what it is and what it can do.
A virus or a plague.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly how I want to describe it. Like hey Sony, if you want to back us, you're like a virus and a plague.
Yeah. VR. Because look what happened to Martin.
It's like chlamydia for your eyes.
Yes. Share it with your neighbor.
You want me like Jake?
Yeah.
Oh, I was playing Fruit Ninja over here. I don't know what you guys are doing.
Oh, yeah. No, actually, you're right. I played Fruit Ninja. I forgot about that.
Oh, there you go.
It is. Okay, you guys ready? Ready? It's Fruit Ninja.
Yeah.
Okay.
I played
it in VR?
Yes, it is very cool.
Is it VR in front of you or is it all around you? Like, is it just
all around?
Like 180. It's like a 180. Yeah.
180.
Okay, I'm okay with that. Yeah.
I got my 10 minutes out of it. So I paid $20 for 10 minutes about.
I went for all the easy trophies. I just went.
I didn't.
To be fair, I was watching you. I think you streamed that, and I was watching you play it, and you were playing it so wrong.
Oh, how are you supposed to do it?
You're supposed to do like sweeping swipes with combos.
Oh, okay. I was just like,
you were just going.
Oh my goodness!
Come back.
Oh no. We've lost them.
They're coming back. They're coming back.
Sorry, I just found this ping pong ball in the corner.
Tell us where you really found it.
Yeah, we did disappear together, and he did have his head on my shoulder.
Put your head on my. Okay. So right, John, next. How about you, sir?
Yeah, I second, third, I quartorths.
Yes, there you go.
The topic of PSVR Frank and PSVR Without Parole. Another channel I really like, and he's a channel that I've followed since. Good Lord, I've known him for about 4 years now or so, 3 or 4 years, and that's a guy. His name is Game Dave.
Okay. Yeah.
But Game Dave, he does a little bit of everything. He does reviews and videos of retro and new stuff all the time, but he has really, really gotten to like the PlayStation VR. So the last several of his videos have all been about, him reviewing, like he did a review for Knockout Leagues the other day.
Oh, okay.
Where he was talking about
that's
the
one I
different
want to
things
check out for sure, yeah.
And he does the review. Like,
It's rough.
He does the he does the videos. Like PSVR without parole is just straight up video. It's all you get. You just get what the game looks like on the screen share. But with Game Dave, he'll also do like what it looks like when he's playing the game too. So he's standing there in his living room, throwing invisible punches. Also while watching the gameplay too. So
Hey, what's up? Oh, we had a comment.
I'm good. Oh, it's all good.
Well, what's the comment?
Said hello, humanoids. Humanoids? Is that what he said?
Humanoids.
Hello.
Is that Bobby the Brain Heenan?
Alien?
When he comments again, because there's like a 30-second lag with that, I've noticed.
Yep. Well,
But yeah.
Swiss Mark KC says hi all too.
Oh, hey,
That
hey.
was me. That was me.
Hello, Mark.
Was it?
Oh.
He's got his phone going on.
Yeah, I was trying to look and see how live chat was. We hadn't had a comment in 14 minutes. I think it's because everybody's riveted.
That's probably what it is.
They're all waiting for bated breath for Martin to talk.
Hey, I always said, even starting your podcast, it takes you 10 episodes to kind of get.
Oh,
through.
yeah,
What
yeah.
are we on? What are we on?
And like
episode.
If you look at the
4 or
board,
5.
it
there you go.
tells you
Zero
question mark.
Cryption. Zero Cryption. That's his
We
name.
weren't sure.
Sirs.
I think it's like 5 or 6.
Is it?
I think so.
What is it? 5?
6.
I'll go fix it.
Because the first one we did Inside Werewolves Within.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Then we came here.
By all means, I mean, I'm up for new areas if we find other like Rec Room.
Yeah,
like
I like that.
yeah, no, I mean
I
Rec
like
Room's
this.
great though. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Cool. I'll throw Game Dave in there too. So
perfect. Yeah. So just out of curiosity, have you heard much out of Metal Jesus if he's been playing anything?
I have. He recently played through Rush of Blood
Oh, cool. Yeah.
and loved it.
Okay. I was gonna say that's a hard game not to like, I would think.
And because I forced him to, he now has a copy of Just in Time Incorporated.
Awesome. Awesome.
So he just bought his VR. He grabbed a couple of games with it. He grabbed like the Batman VR game.
That game is pretty. I'll definitely give that.
They're good. It's a good tech demo. I mean, it's just like here's everything it can do. And it's fun. It's a short experience, but it's fun to just play through. Just for like pop this in for a second.
Mm-hmm.
And he picked up something else the other day too. But him and I are going to do a VR video sometime soon.
Okay, cool. Very cool.
We already talked about doing that, so we did that, and then Kinsey Burke, who's also part of the crew,
of course,
she just bought a PSVR today.
Oh, okay.
Like just before coming in here, I saw on Twitter that she's like, oh, impulse buy, and she's holding up her PSVR. So it's like, there's certainly a movement, and the price has dropped. People are talking about it, and it looks like PlayStation. At first, it's hard to tell the first year or so when it's like, I don't know if is it gonna be a thing a year from now? We don't know.
Yeah,
but,
and
I mean, there's still more games coming out, and
we really need to start seeing some sales numbers of games and stuff, because I feel like we're not gonna get like AAA titles until like somebody takes the full plunge and's like, okay, this is PSVR, nothing else, and it's like a year or two worth like development into it.
I still feel I mean, you guys might disagree with me. I still feel like that's what Resident Evil 7 was. Yes, I know it was first person, but boy, that game felt like it was
made for
Yeah.
VR.
It was AAA.
Yeah, I mean,
But
it's triple. I mean,
yeah,
the
but
epitome
Jago
of
says
triple
that
A.
We got a question real quick. Do you guys think we're gonna see Xbox do a VR headset?
Yes, at some point.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's in the next year.
They did the mixed
anything like that,
reality. They did the mixed reality, which is cool, but I can't see how you could possibly implement that into like a full-on gameplay. Like,
The only thing I can think of
such a
is
flop.
if they tie it into the HoloLens, because they're putting all
right,
their
that's
efforts into
what I was
HoloLens.
talking. Yeah,
Yes.
But then the HoloLens it seems like it's more for tech and less about games.
right. Like you could play like old school like arcades. Like I could see like Space Invaders or something. But there's no way you're gonna play.
Actually, Metal Jesus had a video that he did.
Yeah,
on
yeah, that's
one of
pretty
the
cool.
HoloLens.
Like where it's on
And
the tabletop
that-
and stuff.
Well, he had that, but there was also that game where it was like there was a killer in your house or something like that.
And
You had to you had to walk. What was it?
Oh, I said the killer was The killer was down the hall.
Yeah, and you had to walk around the house and then find him, and he'd come out of a hallway and shoot at you or something like that. That looked really
horrible.
Cool. Oh, that's awesome.
I think what we will see with Microsoft, and I think we'll see it the same way with how they did physical. So Microsoft didn't make their Xbox One physical media until they saw that Sony was doing a physical media. And then they're like, okay, well, redoing the system. Yeah, we're doing that too. So I think they're waiting to see how PSVR pans out. And then they'll be like, oh, by the way, our games are going to look better on the Xbox One X, or something.
I don't know if you'll see it this generation.
I don't know.
Yes, they'll make one, but I don't know if you'll see it this generation.
You could be right.
I mean, what do we got? Another 3 or 4 years left on this generation?
No, well, you know what's happening first. Connect 3.0. Now we can accurately see space time. And there's lava.
We can see you in your underwear while you're eating
and there's lava on the
late at
floor.
night.
There's lava on the floor.
I still think Kinect was such a flop for anything that spending more money on a VR peripheral. I just don't see Microsoft doing it.
I was trying to
Okay, Martin, who do you follow?
VR wise, no one.
There you go.
All right,
moving on.
Okay.
Straight and to the point. I love it.
Okay, and so yeah, dream games that we'd like to see in PSVR. That means like 2D games or first-person games that we currently have that we'd like to see in PSVR. And starting that off, I would definitely say Far Cry 5. I've been playing it where it's in theater mode, and that's cool enough, but I would our implementation. I mean, we won't because of the limitations of the hardware, but something along that effect. Like maybe something from last gen that we could do, something like that.
Is anyone seeing Jake's hand going?
Yeah, I just saw that too.
So do you want me to, a couple more things? I don't know. Did you already say this, comments, Riggs? Because I'm just looking at your thing. This is a cool, interesting way to podcast, puts VR to good use. That was by Mr. Wolf.
Yay, good eye, Wolf. I hear you.
Wolf, yeah, that's a good game in VR. And he says, I doubt it. Microsoft hasn't used system. Well, you could argue the Microsoft phones, but I digress. I'm not sure they'd make a VR, but who knows? They gave up on HoloLens, I assume, out of the obvious, in the tennis gaming. Arc Adventure evolved PSVR, but not like Arc Park.
Right. That's what they want to see, like for like a PSVR game. Mm-hmm. No, I see chats as they come up. Like I can see them in my little window.
Right. Yeah. That's
it's just whenever they do pop up, then someone else is talking. I'm not going to interrupt them.
Right. Yeah. That's kind of how it went for me too.
Did. Sorry.
No, you're fine. So yeah. How about you, Kurt?
Correct.
I'm going to go unconventional, and I would like to see tabletop games.
Okay.
Like to see.
Yeah.
Like, I would love to play a game of Dungeons and Dragons and be able to set up the map.
Hero Quest. Yeah. Hero Quest.
I was gonna say Hero Quest or Fireball Island or.
Yep.
You just buy the game and you buy a couple of different packs, have different even Sorry and obviously checkers and stuff like that.
Chess, yeah.
Somewhere.
Hey, Kurt.
But
Kurt.
Yeah.
Illuminati.
Hey, Jake. I love you. But I mean, how cool would it be to play a game of Fireball Island, to play a game of, obviously Magic, something like that, or Pokemon, or just some fun board games, and sit around with your buddies that don't live, down the road. Or
VR in general brings way more. What do I want to say? Community. For
because
sure.
You are there with that person.
Mm-hmm.
I can reach out and
play the game of life.
Smack my hand.
But yeah, or life. But I think the big thing that I would want most is a Dungeons and Dragons one.
And Candyland.
Where it just It just knows the rules, and whoever's running the game gets to tell the story and everything like that, and all the game needs to know is the rules and the map. That's it.
Sure. And you can choose to have either your mom's basement, or it can be
absolutely.
Have that pinball game where it's if you're playing this map, then the world around you becomes that,
becomes
That'd be cool.
the dungeon.
Jumanji.
Or your mom's,
Jumanji.
Yeah.
Come on.
Jumanji would be great. That would be awesome. As a mini game thing, you're sitting around and something happens, and then you go into a mini game, and everybody in VR trying to
swat away the giant mosquitoes.
Mario Party VR.
Oh, there we go.
That'd actually be cool.
Ben?
Okay. He hung himself.
I was just reaching down. Sorry.
Okay.
Ben, you?
I'm more kind of. I was thinking more untraditional, just interesting games. So, I know it sounds super nerdy, but being in a live, live lectures somewhere of someone that you really really like. These are more kind of the apps and stuff like that.
Martin woke up to go to sleep.
Yeah, I know it doesn't sound that interesting, but if you're how there's
a TED
surgeons,
Talks or something, huh?
Yeah, or not even necessarily how they have Surgeon Simulator, but what if it was an actual real surgery, right? That you can see, be a part of.
Oh,
that kind
okay.
of thing. Because I found out where I work, there's this machine called the Da Vinci. It's some really expensive thing where you can do surgery basically on a video game pad. And one of the doctors here was doing surgery on someone in China from here.
Oh, wow.
Operating the robot there.
That is awesome.
Yeah, and I would just think anything that you can do here in real life, they've had that online, can have a ball pit crane in the middle of a mall that you can just sets on free play, and you can just control it just based on your keyboard skills. Do you guys remember that? That was kind of a thing in the internet 15 years ago.
Oh, no,
I move the camera. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Where you can basically shoot bubbles and stuff wherever you want in a place that no one else is. I just kind of think doing something where you mix reality and someone in VR mode,
Build-A-Bear,
like a robot. Yeah, they're presented like a robot somewhere in real life. So then you could actually potentially walk through a place that's walk
through the Louvre or
the Louvre or something like that. But you could do it in real time. But I know safety-wise danger. I'm sure there's all these keep that from happening. But I mean, eventually, I think that's where we're going to be. It's ourselves somewhere else. So yeah, but specifically games, yeah, sure. Far Cry, Grand Theft Auto.
Grand Theft Auto, yeah, for sure.
That would be great.
John?
That's all I got.
No, the museum tours was going to be the one I was going to bring up as far as the experience goes, because I don't have a chance. I'm not going to fly to France, or I just check out the I don't know, whatever the museums of Washington D.C. and stuff like that.
I want to say Google.
Yeah, the Smithsonian. That's what I was thinking of.
Google kind of has something like that with Samsung Gear VR. So I don't see why they couldn't bring it over here.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, and they have for the PlayStation. What is it? No, the Nintendo 3DS. They have that.
Oh yeah. Yep.
The tour that you can do. But it'd be cool to see that in VR as far as experience goes. Just to go to a city, or go to the beach, or go to Hawaii or something like that, and just kind of walk around.
Yeah, I did that with the Gear VR, the Google Earth VR thing. That is trippy as heck. So you can
John Wayne Gacy's basement.
You can look at it. Does it all in 3D. You can look at your whole childhood place you grew up that might be out of town. You can fly through it in VR, and it adds terrain, makes the 3Ds. Nothing's perfect, but it looks kind of blocky. The guys at Giant Bomb did a video on that. Google Earth, back when VR was new, 3 years ago, when it came to the masses or whatever.
Right.
And it was amazing, and got to the point where you can be on top of buildings, right? So you can be on the top of a building in downtown San Francisco that you work in, and actually be up and look down, and the guy was getting vertigo. And again, the graphics are simulated, but how you've looked on your phone, they can make the buildings. Imagine being to scale.
Right.
City, it's flying everywhere. It's quite something.
Sorry, I think the way they capture footage for that, it would have to be drones, right? I mean, it'd have to be something like that. I would
It's
think.
satellite. It's all satellite.
Oh, really? Okay. Huh.
It's
Cool.
and
Satellite
then
equals
they have a program that interprets
Exactly.
all that
Right.
stuff, and
Okay.
it just,
Gotcha.
I think it does it in real time.
Yeah, it
Wow.
does. That's why it doesn't have to be made. It used to be they had to actually construct these one by
Right,
one.
right.
It was only left for cities, but
Huh.
Yeah, because it was wild though. It was only like just New York and Los Angeles or something like that, or maybe just Chicago was the only one that actually had buildings. But now a bunch of them do.
And that's why you don't naked sunbathe on top of large buildings.
Jake,
that's
we
the
want
only
them to
reason.
do that.
Oh. It's always the
warn 'em.
people. It's always the people you don't want to see doing that's doing that, though.
That's true. But I mean, that's my experience. But as far as like games go, I mean, just more like sports games to put you. It's funny because I'm totally not a sports guy, but I love the fact that we now have like Home Run Derby for the
Oh
PlayStation VR.
yeah.
I haven't bought it yet, but it'd be cool to see what it would look like if you were there.
Once
football or
again,
wrestling.
VR makes games exponentially more fun. Like I would play that. Like that normally wouldn't be something I would play, but I would totally play that.
Right.
So, Martin.
Right.
Martin.
Wake up, Martin.
I
Here it
was
comes.
awake. I was listening.
He's listening.
One game I would
He's chilling.
like is Robotech.
Ah, there we go.
I haven't checked
If
it
any
out
of you
yet.
remember that old show? No, you said
yeah.
you want, it's not out yet.
Oh, okay.
Games you want.
That's the game he wants. That's why
Yeah. What was that though?
That's
I've not heard of it.
Never heard of Robo. It's an old.
it's an 80s cartoon. It's Gundam.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Gotcha.
But I love that show growing up. Every time a game comes out, I grab it and hope. But I've
Sort
only
of like a mech assault, except you
Yeah.
fly, right? Yeah.
That'd be
I
cool.
Just want to fly around and
It's Voltron meets the one you said.
Silverhawks.
Did you
Oh,
play the
yeah.
Voltron
Gundam.
game, Martin?
Gundam.
not yet.
Okay.
Go on sale.
Has anybody
is it-
played that?
I know you have. I haven't yet either.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good.
Which one?
It's the Voltron game.
It's like
absolutely
$4 or $5
gorgeous.
or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, and it's not that great of a game, but it's gorgeous to look at. It looks
Right,
like
right.
you're in a cell shaded video.
Oh wait,
Need some more of that.
John. One thing you didn't
Yeah.
talk about that you played.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
There's that.
Oh.
Summer lesson.
Oh, you're in here.
Oh, yeah. Talk. Let's talk. Talk about the summer lesson.
I've got a copy on the way. I would love to know the.
Well, I'm waiting because I told you guys they're going to release the English version of the greatest hits. But go ahead, John. Let's hear about that.
Yeah,
Martin's over here going.
It's not as bad as the internet would make it out to be. Now, if I went in there being, let's say hypothetically speaking, I'm a 40-year-old man with 3 children, or 41.
Hypothetically,
Would
yeah.
you want
Just for
somebody walking in the room on you while playing this game?
Just for the sake of argument, and I'm there to tutor a Japanese schoolgirl. You don't need to know English to play this game. You really don't, because the options are all icons, and it just tells you what the icons mean. So you
Gotcha.
can fiddle around with it. I don't want to say fiddle around with this game, but you can
you can diddle around with this.
You can fiddle around with it and figure it out just to get to the ending. But you're there for a week, and then you come up with these lessons, and then you say, okay, here's your lesson for the day. It's this subject, and maybe it's a memorization, and then you have an option.
Just creepily watch them in the corner of the room.
And you choose an option to help her increase her studies, and then you get scored by that, and then maybe she'll do better on her test, and she's all leading up to like her big test at the end of the week. And that's really all the game's about. It's really all it is. And every once in a while you can do some elements where it's like, hey, it's fireworks. We're gonna watch the fireworks, or something.
I really
So
thought
it's-
there'd be more perversion to it than that. I really did.
You can. I'm sure you can make it as perverted as you want.
Right.
But there is no accidental perversion.
I
The only
don't
thing
think
I can think of.
make it as perverted as I want. I'm pretty sure it's not going to
if
allow
you look
me.
at her, if you look up close to her and like lean in and like get really close, she'll kind of like back up. She'll be like, oh, like,
Just like in real life.
Just like in real life. There you go. So
I like what you said, like the very beginning of it. It's like she walks in the room and you're just sitting there. She's like, oh, and then walks off.
and then she slowly walks away and closes the door. And I was like, that's real life. All right. Because sitting in her bedroom, and she calls for her mom or something.
I like what you
anything...
said. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, so is there anything kind of realistic about being a tutor? Like, would it help someone to be a tutor, or is this 100% just a weird simulation?
No, it's just simulation. You just you say it of like one of four, like one of them's PE, or like one of them's like exercise or something like that. It's there is no learning. It's just here's what you're doing today, and then the next screen is her studying at her desk, and then you can choose like, oh, play soft music, or start up a conversation, or
here's what you're doing today.
So
jump rope.
I like what you said about it can be as perverted as you want to be. You saying that reminds me of something. And I'd like to see this as like a gameplay mechanic in more games. This is an older game. I don't know if you guys ever played Postal 2, but Postal 2 is like the greatest game ever because it is literally only as violent as you are. I remember there's a part in it where you need to get a book signed, and you can literally wait like 3 hours in line to get a book signed, or you can just run in there and start shooting up the place. I mean,
signed by who though?
Oh, not Webster.
I thought it was Gary Coleman.
Gary Coleman, yeah. That's not the same person.
But in that who you're waiting to get your book signed by?
Yes, it is, yes.
Okay, yeah.
I like Webster.
They're not the same person.
Gary Coleman.
Gary Coleman and Webster are not the same person.
No, they are not. But they are both equally fantastic.
It's true.
That's right.
But I believe only one is alive right now.
So Summer Lesson, did you like is there an in-game it? I heard there's DLC.
I think there's I mean, the DLC is other girls, but then they also have like the pack that has the other females ready to go.
Okay.
And it's just
but
other.
It's not in English.
Yeah. I'm sure it's the same. No, it's not in English. I mean, one of the ladies is English herself, but she's there to learn Japanese, so she speaks in broken Japanese when she is talking. So, no, it's not worth the money. It's not worth the price. But I had to have it because I don't have it.
Right.
So
dude, that's how I am on Ark Park. It's like, man, I do not want to spend $40 on that, knowing what I'm getting.
If it was $20, I'd get it for $20.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, not $40 for Ark Park. So.
But Summer Lesson, again, I sent you guys the link. The creator has sent out that video saying like, oh, I'm so happy people like this game, and just so you know, I'm version of the complete edition or whatever. So
in
I
America,
think they're going to make more of these things. And to be honest, like with Senran Kagrai and whatever, I think there's going to be more of these things for better or for worse.
Gotcha.
It's from the makers of Tekken. It's from the Tekken team.
Yeah.
So it's like,
love Tekken.
Well,
I don't know, dude.
Martin's really been pushing for DOA Extreme 3 to come over here. Which the butt bounce game, that's hilarious.
That's the VR mode, right?
Yeah, yep. Yeah. Okay, and then I guess this would be a subject for all of us. So PS5 PSVR integration. Do we think it's coming? Do we want it to come? I'll start off by saying definitely. I would like to be able to take this headset and buy a more powerful system, hook it up, and be able to play my entire old library. That'd be cool. I guess we'll go with Kurt, whatever he's doing over there, though.
There we go. Good enough.
I'd like to be built into the system.
Do what? Built into the system?
Built into the system.
Yeah,
that's... Let's go that way. Let's go counterclockwise. Martin,
okay, yeah, that's right.
I'm tired of all the wires I have to triple.
Yeah,
yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, I was kind of that's why I was kind of holding out for the the PlayStation Pro. I was kind of hoping the box was going to be integrated into it, which I'm not. I think if the PSVR does well enough, we might see a third generation of the PS4, which might have that. The PlayStation has gone through 3 different models before. I mean, with like the PS3, for example.
Right.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's not entirely plausible that it wouldn't.
And
Yeah.
PS4 has too, because remember they already have the PS4 Slim.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. I forgot about the Slim. I guess we do have 3 models. Never mind.
Yep, we do.
Huh.
I have a feeling that if they came out with a PlayStation 4 PSVR like setup, like in China had the PSVR the system plus the VR plus a bunch of other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling that if they did that here, it would be a different. Oh, good job. It'd be a different processing unit. So if it would like here's your version 3 VR unit that comes with the deal that because the processing unit for the Model 1 and the Model 2, I have both the Model 1 and the Model 2
different,
PSVR.
yeah.
They're different. And so if they had one that was built into the PSVR, I think like they would have to come out with another visor that was just equipped for that.
Yeah, because that makes sense.
But then that one may also translate over to the PlayStation 5 when the PlayStation 5 comes out here in a couple of years or however long it takes. I'm guessing I'm going to give it 2 or 3 years. We'll have a PlayStation 5.
Basically,
I do have a feeling that the PSVR will still work on the PlayStation 5, much like the iCamera or the iCam or whatever for the PlayStation 2.
Right. Or Move controllers. Move controllers, for example, which is PS3.
I'm using PS3. I'm using PS3 Move controllers for this. For this.
Oh yeah,
right.
Me too.
But yeah, I mean, mainly what I want to see though is the library go over because I think it could only benefit from getting more horsepower behind it, basically.
Right. Totally.
Wasn't there a report not too long ago that said that it's definitely being made, but it is not backwards?
That was very much somebody speculating and wanting clickbait, essentially. GameSpot, I believe, would be the perpetrator on that one.
Doubt it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my standing on it. How about y'all?
So PS5, I really think, and if they don't do this beforehand, the controllers, I like the Move, I like the PS3, but this is very much a very old tech. This is like 2009 tech, almost like 8-9 years old. That being said, the battery life is good. They're pretty good, but something we saw those patents come out. I don't know if we talked about it on the podcast.
Yeah, we have with the analog.
Yeah, Sony.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So control changing great, but with the PS5 again, whenever that shows up, I am assuming that there will be a bundle that has the VR, and I'm also assuming that. They are going to, everybody says, and so VR speculation, kind of getting outside of PSVR.
Mm-hmm.
The big hold up right now is to have a set like this, as good as the PSVR, but have it be completely wireless.
Yeah,
and we're not there yet. But they are saying the tech for having it be completely wireless, just like OLED screens. When they first came out, they were like $7,000. Now they're down to like between 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
They're saying that the tech is gonna. We're not far away. We're like a year and a half away.
I want to say the Vive. I want to say already has a battery pack situation going on, but
it's not ideal.
Yeah, I want to say, and this is going to be the problem with that. Battery tech has advanced over time for sure, especially going over from was it nickel cadmium to lithium ion. However, it's still not ideal, I guess. So I mean, your game sessions would be limited to an hour or something like that.
That will be possible unless they carry a lot of the processor. If you're thinking wireless technology, how much of it could be wireless housed somewhere else? So the box could be bigger, and then the actual weight of everything, and the lenses and the projection, and everything else could be a box.
Wireless HDMI is a thing now. I mean, that is a thing. It's just expensive. But that's how all tech is,
Do you think too that one of their biggest hurdles going to be getting a battery that doesn't heat up ridiculously?
Right.
That's one thing I'll say about the Gear VR with my phone. If you play a certain amount, like it'll be like, oh, it's getting too hot, need to shut down or wait. Yeah.
And you can feel that inside the goggles.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I think the tech's going to get better. It's just a matter of, what this thing will look like, and it will start to if the tech will not be behind and they'll lead the way, I don't know. I think they're going to need to. I think the PS5, PSVR or VR 2.0, even though us early adopters will kind of be left in it, I think that's going to be a great piece of tech that'll finally like break into the mainstream because it will, by that time, probably have a killer app. The processing power will be better than anything that's currently here with the Vive.
Right.
I just think the next PSVR, this one is I think, going to be a soft success, no matter how big of a success it is. But I think the next one is going to be the one that people finally get it. It's integrated more, Ready Player One, all this stuff. I think.
Yeah, I think that really.
One's going to be the one that's going to be the big.
So
thing.
this is something my brother pointed out. I haven't seen Ready Player One, but apparently the price of Adventure on was it Atari 2600 has shot up like crazy.
And I thought that was going to happen. I predicted that would happen at least for like a week.
Right.
And it may have gone down a bit.
Well,
now,
do you remember when they announced Shenmue 3? What happened to Shenmue 1 and 2?
Sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And it went back.
Yeah, same idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they do. So it follows the trend and comes back.
Godzilla, that was the biggest offender. All the Godzilla games shot up, yeah.
One of the best announcements of the last week.
What's that?
Rampage.
Shenmue.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, the 1 and 2.
Can't wait.
Yep, got mine pre-ordered.
Yep.
Oh, are they up for pre-order already?
Yep, the Shenmue 1 and 2 is up for pre-order.
Oh, nice.
So,
I'm in
for
the
PlayStation,
where I pre-ordered the Spyro trilogy.
Oh, that's fine.
Go ahead.
That's good. Just that. It's available for pre-order for PlayStation 4 and Xbox. No word still on Switch.
Yeah.
So, if it happens, it happens. But yeah.
Oh, somebody put a
my
question.
Switch.
I'm sorry, it went too quickly. Say it again, man. And we'll have to wait 30 seconds because that's how long the lag time generally is. Oh, yeah. We play patty cake during that time.
Sorry.
Yeah. Let's do this as an open QA right now. For like the next 10 questions we'll answer. How about that? But quickly.
All right. Yeah, and on my chat too.
Yeah, exactly.
If you have a question, shout it out.
This is a live show.
We are live. As long as we're live.
Johnny 5. Oh, you got it? Okay. Have you guys considered streaming on Twitch? I am not Twitch friendly. I don't know about you guys.
We're a little too old.
I like Twitch. I use it sometimes, but most of my audience is on YouTube, so I just go to YouTube.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm most familiar with.
I'm Twitch verified, or I'm Twitch affiliated, or something like that.
Oh, okay.
I'm already on YouTube, so
something we've talked about before. Something we've talked about before is like actually converting it over to like an audio file and then uploading it to what is it? Yeah. I mean, I think that would be something we could do too. The back catalog and everything.
Oh, we should.
I mean, Ben could definitely help me with that. I know.
Yeah. I mean, we do a podcast hosting. We do Libsyn. So Libsyn actually just puts it everywhere. We upload it to that, put some tags, and then it's literally in 15 different areas within.
Yeah.
Okay. So somebody.
That's how I get mine.
Yeah. So somebody asked, do you think PSVR is worth the price?
Yes.
Yes.
What is
Next
the price
question.
now?
Next.
All right.
If it wasn't, we wouldn't have one.
Yeah, true.
Can you do retro sitting down?
John wouldn't have two if that weren't the.
Yes.
PSVR at this point, PSVR is one of the most reasonable priced gadgets on the market. Games are cheap. Headset's cheap. You probably already have a PS4. It's perfect.
How much is a headset now to confirm as of
the cheapest one is like $200.
Yeah, I want to say headset alone. Yeah.
They have a $200 bundle.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And then like I bought the cheap bundle, and then the Move controllers I bought at my local video game store for like $20 each. So you don't have to buy.
And you could
controllers are a little bit steep.
And you could probably get a second-hand PS4. I would say probably $150. Like if you grabbed one off Craigslist. So I mean, you're really only talking maybe $300, $300, $350 into it. So that's not bad.
I would
really.
say, yeah. I'd say
Well, and
$354.
I got my PSVR at GameStop using a bunch of like video games I was never playing anymore as trade credit. So that worked out for me because I wasn't playing them anyway. So
okay,
Yeah, so,
there's ways you can do it.
You got any questions, John? It's showing up there?
Nope.
Oh my goodness!
Someone said, "Can you do a backflip?" Someone did say, "Oh yeah, can you do a backflip in VR?" Anyone wanna
John,
take off
do
their
a
visor and
do a
turn it upside down?
backflip in real life, and we'll see what it looks like.
Not on my bed.
I'll try. Here we go.
All right, here you go. Here's a backflip.
I got set. Okay.
Yeah, here comes the backflip. And then the other one was, can you play Rec Room sitting down? And the answer is yes, I am sitting down. So yes,
Which is hilarious, though.
Play primarily almost anything sitting down. There are a few games that are exceptions.
Super hot is definitely not one of them.
Super hard is not, or super hot is
you don't
hard
want to
play.
Job Simulator.
Job Simulator.
I stood up for that one.
I play that one standing up. I play like Rick and Morty standing up. I play Just in Time Incorporated standing up. But
Yeah,
you
so
don't,
did I.
I
you can
try and
probably do
sit
that.
as much as possible. Once I start standing, that's where I start getting dizzy.
Video
Yeah,
games
like, you
are
can-
my
you can left and
relaxing
right.
period, even no matter how crazy they get. So I enjoy sitting down and still doing it. Yeah.
right.
I'm fat and
Jake,
lazy.
you were standing
and I
for
enjoy
Doom.
it.
That's
I was
me.
standing. What?
For Doom.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
playing Doom and you're standing.
I think it was. I think you can sit down playing it though.
That's
Yeah,
fat for Jim.
Sprint Vector's another one that's hard to play sitting down, but it's fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if there's no more questions, guys.
All right, we
I
can
think
call it
that's-
good.
I think that's gonna wrap it up for the show.
Yeah, let us know topics for next time that you guys want to talk about.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we want to hear from you guys. Like, we love questions.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Send
again,
questions.
comment on the video. By all means, come in live and ask a question, or email us at or is it PSVR?
psvrpodcast at Gmail.
Okay, yeah, at Gmail.
Yep.
And then
And
it's
we're also on Twitter.
Yep, also on Twitter, which is PSVR Off-Centered PSVR Off-Centered.
Twitter.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I love
And
it.
We'll try to be bi-weekly. We had to take some time off.
Yeah.
Family.
Whenever we get to it.
There's
you know.
family.
Yeah.
That's something else people need to understand. 3 of us here have families, so you can only imagine like the things that can come up there, and then
Family
the rest
first,
of us
and
have
sicknesses and
yes,
And routers dying.
yeah, that happened.
Oh, yeah.
That happened to
Yeah.
someone. So yeah, things do happen. So
So make
yeah.
sure if you have to click, if you're watching, you have to click the bell icon for the notifications,
Yeah.
so you don't miss out on what we're doing this when we go live.
yeah, and by all means, if you see me or whoever streaming a game, jump in, say something. I mean, we love the community.
And you
By all
can see
means.
us
Love
in
it.
real life at one of these conventions this year too.
That's
So
right.
Missouri
I
Game
keep throwing
Con.
things
Yeah.
on, but
Mo GameCon.
Missouri
The
Game
whole
Con.
room will be there.
August 3rd at the St. Charles Community Center. Tickets on
Community
sale
college.
soon.
College.
Community
Yep.
college.
Community college.
Okay, it's the St. Charles Community College by way of St. Louis, right next door, coming up on August 3rd. Missouri Game Con, gonna be awesome. My second year attending this year. I can't wait.
Yep.
The whole Metal Jesus crew is coming, right?
Not the whole, but we'll see. There's still more announcements yet to be had. They just need to get
Yeah,
arrangements
keep it on.
made first.
Yep.
Keep it on
Oh,
the
I'm
down
sorry.
low. But
Little teaser.
Portland, John will be there, I'm sure, right? It's freaking
Yep,
Portland.
I'm there. I'm already slated to be there. Got my table already paid for. So
And I'm
whether I'm a
opposite.
guest or not, I'm gonna be there.
And then I was gonna say,
I'm
okay,
just flying there. I'm just flying there and gonna play a bunch of games.
we'll do some shout outs. Okay, so where can you find Ben at?
You can find me on PSN at Swiss Mister. Please friend me. You can also find me at the Video Game Dads podcast. I keep promoting it over here. So if you
Yeah.
randomly are on PSVR and then came over to the PSVR podcast because I've had one podcast question on Video Game Dads thing and I tried to link them over here, but the few, the proud, the PSVR podcast guys. Okay.
Yeah. And John, where can we find you at?
I am at John Blue Riggs on Twitter, and I also host a YouTube channel where I show. Recently, I've been doing more PSVR reviews because my desoldering gun is broken. So I haven't been fixing a whole lot of video games recently. But
Gotcha.
tutorials stuff like that. But yeah, I'm on YouTube as well. Just search for John Riggs or Rigged Games. You'll find me there.
Okay. Yeah, and then
Twitter, Instagram, all that.
if you want to find me, I'm on YouTube at Jake Friedel, or if you want to search for Zebular, that would be me, and also on Twitter at Zebular0. So yeah.
Now, what does Zebular stand for?
Just a gamer tag I've been using since like forever.
Now you're stuck with it forever.
Yeah, like my email is corn_ha ha ha.
Nice. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. I remember saying that. I was like, you've had that since what?
Seventh grade. Seventh grade. Yep.
Yeah. No, my wife email address, because my wife's, she's a woman now, 3 children.
Right.
At the store, it's okay. Well, we're going to sign you up. What's your email address? And it's the same email address he's had since like high school. She's like,
right.
oh, it's a monkey Lucky Charm. And
that's hilarious. I love it. I love it.
It's Britney Spears 42, bitch.
How'd you know my email address?
Well, let's not discuss this here, Martin. Don't want other people understanding.
All right.
I got to roll.
Yeah, we got to go. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Oh, boy.